last drop.
Exactly, and these young players have looked up to him, so...
We are starting D2, D4 in the Alireza game. A little bit of a surprise, or pretty much?
I think he very, very much is ambidextrous these days. He can start with anything. I think D5, judging by the reaction, D5 may have been a bit of a surprise in response, because I think Fabio, as most people these days, yeah, he of course can play Queen's Gambits, but you normally begin by knight f6 to rule some things out. But D4, D5.
Are we expecting this Queen's Gambit blind?
What we could do, accepted is also very much on the menu, I think.
E6, A6, following in the footsteps of Magnus.
Knight f3, honestly, these days, Knight f3 is, borderline a mistake because of c5, c4, cd, but Fabi just waltzes right past it. Yes, he wants a game, which is very understandable, because while Knight f3, c5 is extremely solid, it also offers you very, very few opportunities for playing.
Maybe Rogozin, yes.
Yeah.
We talked about it yesterday, how it's one of the most decisive openings.
No, it's actually one of the most drawing.
One of the least decisive. Hattie
is also extremely solid here. Bishop b4, of course, exists.
Hattie started with Knight f6. I wanted to say, it feels like this was what Alireza wanted to transpose into. D5, 1 minute. Not necessarily 10 minutes. Knight d8, d7. Surprise for you, Peter? Not bishop e4, not bishop e7, but knight d8, d7.
Would have been a surprise maybe some years ago, but these days this is definitely an option that a lot of strong players have tried. I think Vishianen was maybe the pioneer of this approach at the very, very top level. I remember him playing it in the candidates with the black pieces, I think in Moscow 2016. It looked kind of shocking then, because in particular because of so many healthy options which appear to be slightly better than this. And I think now that Alireza goes bishop g5, we're just going to get a classical-ish Carlsbad. Although the early 97, these days often it goes to a6, right? You don't develop it to d7 in every single case.
Exactly. Just wondering. Okay. Do I need to play it with c7, c6 or not? So for example, let's say I play bishop. I know what I want to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this in the proper move order. h6, bishop h4, bishop e7. I'm going to play e3. And I'm just going to avoid c7, c6 for now.
Okay.
And do the old whip my knight over to bishop to d3, knight to g6 as soon as possible. Although in this case, wait a minute, you're going to play queen c2.
Yeah, you have to consider how good this is. I'm really not the world's biggest expert on the Carlsbad, so I don't have a set opinion. But
I'll tell you what I'm
Well, I
going to
do have good news for you, Peter, that I see two
I
on
noticed.
other boards.
I noticed. a strange one.
Truly.
Yeah, because your opponent is not really showing you how he's planning to win that, and why are you deviating?
Now on rook e1, just g2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Rook you, and we've lost 2 tempi, and you played g3.
And if I go rook g1, I let you get 2 queens.
Yeah, he's gone rook e7. Yeah, we can go.
Rook e7.
Yeah, we go g2 and king e6.
G2, rook g7, king e6. But then rook g6, sure.
No, rook g7, queen e5 wins, I'm pretty sure.
Hold on.
I thought rook f7. Rook g7, queen e5, I just queen the ball is check, right? It's very simple.
Yep.
Yeah, g2, g2, yeah.
That's it.
You can see from Alireza's body language that he is,
What a fight this was.
yeah,
Woo! I'm still holding my breath, actually.
yeah,
He resigned now.
yeah, and
Wow.
I think he thinks he came close but was lost all the way, and that is not what happened here.
In their individual matchup before the game, 7-2
Okay.
advantage from Fabia in the win-loss. I didn't see that coming. Fabi winning with black. Yeah. Who picked Fabi?
Almost all of you.
I think we all did.
I took Prague.
I think, okay.
Lukash survived.
Who catch